this sounds like a lot of like, oh, out there kind of stuff. But you really do need to figure out, see yourself as a success. I knew pretty early on that I probably wanted to work for myself, but I felt I had to get some experience in corporations before I did that. And I had this image. This goes back to like around 1975. And I had this office with a big wall of books, had a Selectric typewriter, imagine that, and a phone attached to the wall. And I also saw myself doing things like this, or sometimes facilitating meetings at corporations. And in that image, it was so detailed, sometimes people were even smoking in the meetings. Imagine that today. But nevertheless, you go to my house today, and in my home office, there's this huge wall of books. And guess what? I even wrote 15 of them. So I got a couple computers and a couple cell phones, but I mean, it's exactly like I thought it would be back in 1975. It's exactly like I thought it was going to be in 1975. And I pictured that, and I always worked toward that. And so what I encourage you to do is once you figure out what success means to you, then really create a picture. See yourself there. Make it real so that you can step into that picture. And then lastly, you need to clarify your personal values. What's important to you? Because, you talked about the credo. That kind of tells you what to do in an ambiguous situation. And by the way, I think you modified that. It used to be to the mothers. Now it says mothers and fathers, right?
Yes.
So there you go. Reverse diversity. But I mean,
that's right.
See, I'd give myself a book for doing that. I knew that. But anyway, you need to clarify your values. Just like the credo basically helps people, Johnson & Johnson, make corporate decisions, your values help you make decisions in ambiguous situations. Anybody here rock and roll? Everybody like John Mellencamp? All right, well, you get a book. Which one do you want? Success Streets or Climbing the Corporate Ladder?
John Mellencamp. How do you not know who that is?
Which one do you want? You want this one here? Anyway. But he has a great song. One of the lines in it says, you got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. That's what personal values do for you. It gives you something that you can stand for so that when you're confronted with the situation where you're trying to say, what should I do? What should I do? You can go to your values. And I've seen this plays out. I've seen people say, no, I'm not going to take this promotion because I have to move to Kansas City. I don't want to take my kids out of school here. 5 years from now, when they're in college, I'm happy to move to Kansas City. That's how values work. That's how they help you make decisions. Okay, so then moving on. You have to take personal responsibility. It's the old, if it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. Nobody can make you a success except you. Nobody can make me a success except me. And you really do have to commit to being personally responsible for your success. Now, having said that, stuff happens. You get laid off. Other bad stuff happens. Good stuff happens too sometimes. But what you have to say is anytime something bad happens is, what can I learn from this? And how can I move on in the future? So it really, it's a decision. It's kind of like you can say, I'm going to be kind of like a victim and complain that, oh, I didn't get this promotion because of this, or this. Or if I didn't get the promotion, I'm going to find out what I need to do next time to be ready to get that promotion so that I'll be able to get it. And it really is a commitment to this whole notion of personal responsibility. And then the other things that follow from that is you need to set high goals, do whatever it takes to achieve them, and then move on. Move on to another goal. Here's an easy one. How many people here know Maslow's hierarchy of needs? All right, what's at the top?
Maslow.
Self-actual. Okay. Let me give you a book. And actually, somebody back there also said it too. So who was it? It said self-actualization.
Self-actualization.
All right. Basically, now the Army several years ago stole that from him. And but the way he kind of defined it was self-actualization is being all that you can be. And he was saying that that's a kind of like an unattainable state. Because, and I'm sure you've seen this, you achieve something, if only I can do this, and you